Ragazzi, allora eccoci, questo è il momento della verità, è il fantomatico momento dove io ho sbagliato e quindi ho fatto il finale buono, era il good ending, ma non il true ending, non era quello vero, non era quello speciale dell'edizione golden e quant'altro, quindi non era il finale che io voglio ottenere prima di fermarmi. Quindi noi siamo tornati indietro, ho detto di sì per tornare a casa e prepararmi per il giorno successivo dove appunto devo partire. E invece bisogna dire no e mi dovevo inventare di tornare di nuovo al food court di Junes. È l'unica cosa che ho controllato di dover fare, quindi da adesso in poi, ecco, da qui in poi non so che cosa caspita succederà. Quindi andiamo. Feelings incredibili.
Huh? What a coincidence! It must be destiny!
Oh, tutti
So
qui.
you guys came here too!
Oh, adesso piango.
It's our very own special headquarters. There are so many memories here.
Yo there, Senpai. I thought you'd be here.
We had a feeling we'd run into everyone if we came here.
We were planning on seeing you off at the station tomorrow, but I was feeling too restless, so I decided to come here.
Avete fatto bene, bimbi.
Well, since we're all here, why don't we have something to eat?
Ooh, let's have steak! Steak! And make Yosuke pay for everything!
Come sempre.
Will you shut up about your steaks?
Che belle bisteccone.
I really had fun in this world.
Dude, your whole existence is about fun.
È una gran bella cosa.
Well, what we've gone through wasn't all fun and games. But I gotta say, I've never felt so fulfilled in my life.
It seems we've been working on this forever, but at the same time it felt like it went so fast. We won't ever gather here again like this, or tear our hair out trying to solve the mysteries.
Ragazzi, diventiamo
Even
sempre
if
più
we wanted
tristi.
to talk about it all, there were so many extraordinary things that no one would believe us. Come to think of it, for me, I think it all started when Chie told me about the Midnight Channel.
I think I heard about it from her too. How did you learn about it, Chie?
I guess it was just a random rumor. A lot of girls were trying it out.
Huh. I wonder how it started then.
Who knows? Maybe someone accidentally came across it?
Ci stiamo facendo delle domande di nuovo su questo.
The Midnight Channel. You know, that really was the cause of everything. I mean, the fog lifted after we caught Adachi, but there's still a lot of stuff that isn't clear yet. It's still foggy over there, too.
In tutti i sensi.
Some weird guy might use it to do bad things again.
Didn't that Amino something monster say it granted us power?
I bestowed power onto those who could brave the hollow forest.
Come fate a ricordarmi tutte le frasi a memoria? Io non ricordo neanche cosa ho mangiato ieri.
In other words, he gave the power to enter TVs to those who awakened to their persona ability, so that he might use us as pawns to enact his scheme.
Hey, that reminds me. Didn't your hand suddenly slip into the TV even before anything happened to you? Does that mean you're an exception? Well, wait, then what about Adachi and Namatame? Those two could go inside TVs before all this stuff about personas, right?
What? Then Senpai and the other two could do it for some other reason?
There must be something you're not remembering. Anything come to your mind, Senpai?
No? Credo? Sì, beh, è vero. è vero.
A letter? Hey, this better not be another warning.
Adachi ce l'ha mandata?
This is from jail? It's from Adachi.
C'è da dire che quando abbiamo visto la persona di Adachi sembrava esattamente la persona standard che ha il nostro protagonista all'inizio. Inazagi, qualcosa del genere?
I'm sure you're surprised to get this letter out of the blue.
Abbastanza Adachi, se posso essere sincera.
I'm writing this because there's something I need to tell you.
Sentiamo.
Ever since I made it out alive, there are some things I understand now. It's true that my game's over.
E fin qua.
As you all insisted at the time, I'll abide by the rules of this world. But as long as I'm in stir here, I can't clean up after myself. So I hope this will give you something to think about regarding this case. There's still this feeling I can't shake. It's about how it all started. About that midnight channel.
Ma che voglia c'hai Adachi di dirci queste cose dal carcere?
Now I remember, someone told me about it when I first came to town, before I heard the rumors at the station. And I was intrigued when I noticed that something similar was written on Namatame's reports as well. But I can't remember who it was that told me. Since Namatame and I both gained our power after coming to Inaba, I have a feeling that has something to do with it. I don't know if any of this will be useful or not, but I hope it can help somehow.
It's not very helpful to know that he can't remember who it was.
Sì, in effetti.
I'm not sure how to put it, but I kinda know the feeling. It's like... I don't know how to say this. Like something's connecting all these things. Something beyond what we can see. That world, the midnight channel, the ability to enter TVs. They all feel like separate things.
Ragazzi, cioè, se veramente che cosa sta per saltare fuori?
You know what I mean? First the rumors, then the serial murder, followed by us deciding to investigate the case. If they all really were separate, they wouldn't fit together like this, right? There has to be some kind of conductor behind everything.
Può essere, ma come caspita lo troviamo?
So you think the person Adachi mentioned, the one who told him about the Midnight Channel, is that conductor?
Diciamo che può essere.
Did I strike gold again? It's seriously just something that popped into my head!
Senpai, is there anything like that you can think of?
Ok. Sicuramente c'è qualcosa, poi cosa non lo so.
We were involved in a murder case last year, which we succeeded in solving. But the monster we fought last said we did well in playing our parts. Perhaps this means Adachi and Namatame were players as well. Could it be that from the beginning, this serial murder case was merely a portion of a much larger scheme?
Ma veramente?
And none of the people who were directly involved in the case ever suspected it.
No, ragazzi, sta diventando troppo complicato adesso.
Hey, this scheme. Could it be the whole thing about filling both worlds with the fog and turning mankind into shadows? So someone was behind the scenes watching us. The culprits. And maybe even that monster. And he manipulated Adachi and Namatame at the very beginning so everything would come together perfectly?
No, è troppo questo, veramente.
Let's go out into town. We might find something. Although, you may be the only one capable of noticing it. Please contact the rest of us should you come across anything.
We can't say our goodbyes tomorrow with this hanging over our heads. Let's go figure this out.
Veramente? Oh mio Dio. No, io ho incontrato Marie per prima, credo. Oddio, spero di aver risposto bene? Oh, comincio ad avere dei dubbi. Cioè, veramente, che cosa devo fare? Vado in giro per la città e che cosa aspettate che io faccia? Veramente posso andare in giro a dire a tutta la gente ci sei tu? Aspetta, ma siccome la prima persona che ho visto è Marie, allora, però lei non c'è più qui. Andiamo allo shrine, c'è qualcosa? Bella domanda. No, qui non c'è nessuno. No, devo veramente andare a parlare con tutti e dire a caso ci sei tu dietro tutto questo. Sì, che bello andare a fare il pazzo in giro. A tutti, veramente? No, ok, non proprio con tutti. Allora, potevo fare la stessa cosa con lui, ovviamente, però è divertente andare in giro e dire a caso alla gente. Però io ho incontrato veramente Marie come prima cosa. Oh no, non mi ricordo. Ragazzi, io purtroppo ho una memoria che fa schifo. No, se torno a casa ho paura che mi finisca direttamente. Andiamo qua allora. Vediamo se trovo qualcuno. Ah, siete qua? Oh, ragazzi.
Did you already... What's this all of a sudden? Today you first came to town?
Io stava impazzendo il gioco, incredibile.
Let's see. We were the first ones to greet you, right?
Ma io ho visto Marie prima.
Did we stop somewhere on the way home? I'm pretty sure Nanako and I left home that afternoon, picked you up, and came straight back. Now that I think back to that night, I was called back to work as soon as we got home, so I couldn't talk much. And the very next day, those strange murders started. Sheesh. Lots happened since then. It's been one heck of a year, hasn't it?
Hey, big bro. On the first day, didn't we stop at that place?
Quale posto?
The gas station.
Sì, è vero.
I used the bathroom there.
È vero?
When I got back to the car, you were talking to the weird attendant.
Che era Marie?
Yeah, when I first met you, I remember the gas attendant because he was weird.
Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I filled the tank before we went home, huh?
Ragazzi, non mi ricordo niente, aiuto.
Yeah, I do remember you talking to the attendant there. I didn't remember seeing him much before, so he stuck in my mind.
Dovrò guardarmi il primo episodio del gioco perché non mi ricordo assolutamente.
But I don't know about calling him weird. It wasn't like he looked or acted funny. Yeah. Come to think of it, I never saw that guy again.
It wasn't really that the attendant looked weird, but after you talked to him, you looked sick, big bro.
Oh!
Don't you remember? I asked you on the way home. Are you car sick?
No, non me lo ricordo.
You said you were okay, but... That attendant, he was just a little scary for some reason.
Oh, mamma mia.
Well, I didn't know about that.
Dojima tranquillo, anch'io, anche se l'ho vissuto.
But honestly, I'm surprised you're asking all these questions. I thought you came here just to reminisce. So, why are you looking for the person you met first? Is something going on with that attendant? Do you know him?
Boh. Potrebbe essere
I see.
importante.
Well, just remember that you leave tomorrow.
No.
I don't know what you're up to, but you should come back home early. There are some dark clouds on the horizon. We might get some rain soon.
Ok,
Okay.
andiamo lì. Gas station. Oh mamma mia. Io non mi ricordo veramente, ragazzi, è passato troppo tempo. Veramente, una volta che avrò chiuso con questo video andrò a vedere subito il primo che ho girato, perché veramente voglio rivederla quella parte, non me la ricordo proprio. Gas station. C'è nessuno! C'è niente nessuno. Ragazzi, voi sapete dirmi qualcosa?
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Sul serio?
How may I help you?
Igor, non so che cacchio fare.
You have solved the mystery and deflected the disaster that so nearly fell upon you. Is there something else beyond this you need our assistance with?
A quanto pare.
Intriguing. So, is there still something that leaves you unsatisfied? What may that be?
Mi stai parlando con un tono del tipo so tutto, ma devo farti sembrare che no, e quindi ti tratto da pirla.
Well then, let's take a look and see what it is you might be sensing.
Questa mossa incredibile. Pure Margaret c'è rimasta.
Wow. That's a lot.
A lot cosa?
Ah, this is a surprise.
Che cosa sono quei cosi che volano?
These are shards of power, allowing one to see through to the truth of things without being swayed by hollow rumors.
Ok.
Interesting. Indeed, you have come here today for a reason.
Beh, sì, più o meno, ho fatto caso.
Then I shall play my part as well.
E la tua parte sarebbe...
That is a crystal of power, which you have nurtured through your journey.
Oh!
An orb that repels fabrications of all sorts, dispels lies, and shines upon the truth.
Che figata! Lo voglio anche nella vita di tutti i giorni. Orb of Sight.
Hey, I remembered something about myself.
Dici, Marie.
I was born a long time ago.
Ok.
I was the unconscious wish shared by people's minds.
Ok.
To protect the world of man, walk the path of man, fulfill the wish of the world. That was my role. But people changed. People stopped wishing for truth in life. Or maybe they just stopped paying attention. Eventually, the me that wanted to protect humanity and the me that wanted to fulfill humanity's wish couldn't stay as one. The desires of man had no bounds, and one day, my other half became its own existence, much larger than myself.
Ok.
I was left behind, with no power or memories. I became a tiny fragment, incapable of even clearing the fog without giving my own life to do so. Kusumi no Okami. The rest, you already know. Without my powers, I became a tool, manipulated by the other me.
Ok, si capisce un po' meglio a sto giro.
You already know, huh? The cause of it all. The one who created the Midnight Channel and gave you the power to enter the TV. The real puppet master, who tried to fill both worlds with fog, using me and the Sagiri. If you don't defeat her, the world will never be truly clear of that fog.
Oh mio Dio.
Go. Follow what you believe in. The truth is right in front of you.
Ci provo.
Truth is a thing which only appears to those who have observed, considered, and made a choice. At the end of the path you chose lies the truth. Believe in it, and continue without faltering.
Va bene ragazze, ci provo.
How marvelous.
Guardalo lui come si diverte, infame.
It seems that you will reveal the journey's true end, one beyond our predictive power. Now go to the place where everything began.
Ossia? Di cosa stiamo parlando? Di dove stiamo parlando? E piove. Dovrò andare nella TV. Oh! We have benzinaio. Benzinaio? Non credo che lui sappia rispondermi. Sì. No, devi dirmi. Che ne so? Have you met? Li hai mai visti? Ok. No. Non ti lascio da solo. Penso di dover dire qualcosa di più insistente. Oddio, è partita la musichetta del dramma. Già che se la ridacchia. Cosa hai fatto a me? È lui! Oh, non mi ricordo, però ci credo. Cavolo, vorrei risponderle tutte quante. Però... sì. Oddio, si è lasciato andare. Ma chi cavolo sei? Oh mio Dio, ma che cacchio è? Una cinematic? No, nessuna cinematic.
You really are troublesome.
Sto cercando di capire se può essere qualcuno che... cioè, sembra un me. Sembra un me con i capelli più lunghi. Tipo...
Not only did you defeat the two Sagiri I snuck into Adachi and Namatame, but you even saved that stunted dwarf of a life.
Marie? Veramente?
It's such a foolish thing. What good is saving her life?
Ha un accento strano.
She is but rubbish, suitable only for getting rid of that pointless fog. Hmm? Don't tell me she was still carrying that around. Oh, excuse me. I was talking about that bamboo comb you have on you.
Il pettine.
Yes, I know. After all, it is a symbol of separation, which is why I gave it to her as we parted ways.
Ah, è vero, l'aveva detto.
How foolish. That comb was a curse. And to think she treasured it all this time.
She must have been desperate for something to cling to. There's a limit to how irresponsible you can get. And what are you going to do about it?
Non ne ho la più pallida
The
idea.
last battle wasn't enough for you. You certainly have the powers I was expecting.
Chi sei?
You must know by now. Isn't that why you came?
Voglio sentirtelo dire.
Your friends were drawn to the spark I stirred in you. That's why they're here now, with their awakened powers. Still, I didn't think you'd make it all the way to me. Indeed, I never expected this at all. You're really something.
Mazza ragazzi, che cosa ci si perde se non si fanno questi passaggi? Oddio.
What? You don't remember?
Botte? Non lo so.
When you first came to town, I gave your power a gentle push. Just like this.
Oddio, mi tocca, mi tocca. No, non mi tocca, ok.
Are you in high school? Does it surprise a city boy to see how little there is out here?
Quindi non mi serve rivedere il video perché è questo quello che è successo?
There's so little to do, I'm sure you'll get bored fast. You'll either be hanging out with your friends or doing part-time jobs. Speaking of which, we're actually looking for part-time help right now. Give it some thought, why don't you? We don't mind if you're a student.
Ma veramente? Ai ai ai.
You're not the only one I welcomed to town with a handshake greeting. I did the same for a few other outsiders like you. A handful of strangers were more than sufficient to stimulate a small place like this.
È creato un casino
But it seems the
incredibile.
stimulus was stronger than I imagined. Enough to envelop this town with fog, and later lift it. Not only that, you now stand before me as if your assigned part wasn't enough. What for? What will grasping the truth do for you? Why such greed? I guess it's the foolish nature of being mortal.
Succede. Ah, nebbia di nuovo. Oddio.
I am Izanami,
È molto più inquietante così.
Amino-Sagiri, ruler of the fog, is merely an aspect of myself that I birthed long ago.
Ok.
You awakened to a power I had not imagined. You defeated the two Sagiri and the one fragment born from me. And now here you stand, face to face with me.
Quindi questo è il boss di tutto?
I can no longer ignore this situation as mere foolishness. This may be fate, as decreed by the world. Very well. This time I shall pit my full strength against you.
Oh mio Dio, no.
But in return, you must come prepared to follow through in your futile resistance.
Sono fottuta, quindi.
I'll be waiting for you there.
Ma dove? Ma dove vai? Oh mamma mia. Ragazzi, venitemi a recuperare. Please.
Hey, are you alright? Who was that you were just talking to? Did she just disappear? Wait, don't tell me.
Ma gli altri dove sono?
So, it wasn't over after all.
You're saying this so-called Izanami is the conductor, and she's waiting for us in the other world? If we don't beat her, I'm sure it'll all happen again.
E di nuovo ci risiamo.
Oh, okay. The others aren't far off, so I'll call them up.
Yeah, will ya? Tell him this is really gonna close the case.
Me lo auguro, basta poi.
Right. We'll defeat her and put an end to this for sure this time.
Alright, then once we're all ready, let's meet up at Juness.
Sì. Ok. Mamma mia. Sì, grazie, mi stai dicendo che è merda da adesso, l'ho capito, l'ho capito. Ma io vorrei salvare, porca vacca. Giunes! Andiamo. Ma poi, aspetta, voglio controllare una cosa. Posso quindi andare a prendere dell'equipaggiamento? Comprare cose? Fammi un attimo vedere se è fattibile. Yeah! Ho qualcosa da vendere? No, non c'ho un Zeus, niente. Allora andiamo nell'altro negozio per comprare roba per curarci. Ah, bene, abbiamo anche lo sconto. Beh, questo ci piace, perché no? Ok. Ho sbagliato. Ok. E basta, direi. Non ho niente per gli SP invece. Ah, questo mi dà fastidio. Ok. Proviamo ad andare. Spero mi faccia salvare prima di andare dal super mega ultra mostro. Ah, chi lo sa. Che culo. Non volevo altri combattimenti. Però ragazzi è quello che bisogna fare per il verissimo definitivo finale, questa volta per davvero. Andiamo nella TV.
let's go.
Nella TV. Ma poi sarà... Cioè, vado subito dal boss. È un
I sense a tremendous
dungeon.
presence. It's unlike anything we had faced.
E figurarsi!
And it seems like a new area has formed.
Dai, ci sono più stanze quindi. Sembra.
I bet it's that lady. She's waiting for us there.
Per farci il mazzo.
That reminds me. That Amino something we beat said stuff like, we'll meet again.
E infatti.
If that thing's gonna show up again, let's crush him completely so he can't cause any more problems from here on out.
Damn straight. Let's go snap that thing in two. We'll do it and give Senpai a big farewell tomorrow.
Oh.
Let's do our best like always, leader.
Ok ragazzi.
It is kinda sad that this really is gonna be the last time we do something like this.
Ma guarda, non sono tanto triste sul fatto che dobbiamo fare il culo all'ennesimo mob e che sarà l'ultimo. Tutto il resto che mi disturba, cioè che mi dispiace. Questo invece è la cosa che realmente mi disturba.
You know, this might sound like a weird thing to say, but it was a lot of fun.
E contando che non ti ho mai usato CIE alla grande.
That's because we all strove together toward a common goal. There were many things we believed in without questioning them. The culprit's identity, their motives. There were many occasions where we nearly gave up.
It may have been easier if we'd chosen to look the other way, but we didn't.
Io in realtà l'avevo anche fatto, però poi mi sono resa conto che non era la strada, diciamo, migliore e giusta.
Even if we had to fight every inch of our way, I want to go on feeling, seeing, touching, and thinking for myself.
Yeah. Still, one person alone can only understand so much. That's why we're all here together.
Right! All for one and one for all!
So long as someone's got your back, you can kick against the pricks no matter how tough they are.
This is for our future!
So we can see him off tomorrow with no regrets.
Ew.
Che carini che siete.
Yosuke always has to try to make himself look all cool. But he's so pathetic, it makes my skin crawl.
Probably just fleas on your ratty old suit. I spilled juice on you earlier.
Ah, gli dice che c'ha le pulci.
No wonder I smell of orangey freshness.
Well then, let's do this!
Ok, posso salvare, vero? Sì! Buona fortuna a me veramente. Allora salviamo immediatamente, prima di subito. Voglio salvare qua, che non si sa mai. Allora ragazzi, porca miseria. Ci sono dei passaggi che senza saperlo uno si perde il vero finale. Prossimo video non so se ci saranno più stanze, ci sarà subito il boss, chi cacchio lo sa? Lo scopriremo alla prossima.